Hello, greetings, fellow stationeers, and welcome back to Europa with me, 54 Bear, where we're doing a brutal start. And as much as I love the view, I have obscured it. I will have to build another base or redesign this one. Okay, power redistribution thing is kind of in place. I have 3 transformers supplied by the 2 batteries back there that I can no longer get access to. The red one is supplying everything in here. It also feeds into that furnace room. There's only one thing in there, plus the stacker if I ever get it wired in, and also the chips and the beacon at the top up there. There's also that proximity sensor, so when I'm close enough to the base, the beacon is automatically turned off. Yeah, everything that was on the base originally is powered by this. I have 2 other ones, one which will be for filtration, which is kind of going to be in that area there, and one will be for the furnace and potentially other power-related things. Went a little bit mad with the paint can, just thought, what the hell, let's have a colourful set of turbines. I also connected them to the data ports because I thought it would be fun to see or to monitor how much power I'm getting. So this is looking at the solar panels up on the roof, and this is looking at the windmills. Only the big ones. The small ones don't have a data output. I could conceivably put a couple of transformers in to break the power input side, so that I can monitor all of the wind turbines separately, but this was easier. I just threw up a couple of batch readers. One is looking at the solar panels, the other one is looking at the big wind turbines, and it is summing up the power generation. Although on the solar panels, the only thing I could find of value was charge, and I think that's giving that. But you do get some weird hiccups. I mean, you can see the sunlight has gone down. Once we get into what should be 0, we might see some weird fluctuations. I don't know if it's actually generating power or whether I did something wrong. Knowing me, it's quite likely I did do something wrong. And of course now it's going to make a complete liar of me and stay at 0. Oh well. Yeah, occasionally I'd seen it blip even after the sun had gone down, but never much. Never more than like 20 or 30 units, watts, whatever it's supposed to be. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of fun. Okay, plants are growing reasonably well. I did get a seed trader in and got some ferns and some tomatoes. I've also got some corn, mushrooms, pumpkins, and sugarcane. Right now I do have another seed trader captive, and I have enough money to buy the rest of the seeds. I just couldn't remember which ones I wanted. But yeah, for the moment, that's not really why I'm here. Alright, so batteries are nicely charged up. That's good. I could do with having something to eat. And yes, I did put up a full-size fridge, because I was getting to the point where the small one, just, with its 2 slots, wasn't really cutting the mustard any longer. And, oh yeah, I cannot create any more until I harvest these, and I want to wait till they seed. Although I have 26 seeds, so yeah, I'll just harvest this one. Because that will give me enough. In fact, I think I can just... Oh, I probably have enough. Oh well, just add that. As long as you don't take the bottle out, it will just add to it. Although once you take the thing out, you can't put it back in. There's no way of... There used to be, but now you can't. Alright, these are my badly spoiling French fries. Let's use up the small bottle first. 1, 2, 3, 4. And only one there. Instant French fries. Okay, so what we're going to be doing in this episode is hopefully finishing up the advanced furnace. I did put a quickie video out, in fact a couple of them, one with my attempt to manage it via chips, and that was only partially successful. I mean, it would work, but with the amount of lag there is inherent when you're using a large number of chips, it would cause problems. I do need fairly instantaneous control in order to avoid pollution or cross-contamination, let's say, of the different temperature gases. The whole reason for building the furnace this way is that you have 4 tanks, each with a specific temperature gas in it, and with those you can smelt any particular alloy. So there are my 4 tanks, they are all empty. I need to add a few more lights and the IC code that will run the various things involved in tank selection. See my other video or the quickie video that shows how that was actually done. Now why is that? Oh yeah, I need a wall on the outside as well. Let me just borrow one from over here. Okay, that should do it. Right, so these will be the 4 lights that will indicate which of the 4 tanks I'm currently working with. These will be regular gas displays, pressure and temperature for each one, pressure and temperature for the inlet manifold, and this will be for the hotbox. And as you see, I've already coloured the hotbox pink, so everything that deals with that will be coloured pink. The manifold is yellow, so everything that deals with that will be yellow, because I am old and stupid and I occasionally click the wrong thing. Right, so in addition to that, I'm going to want a couple of lights, and I need those walls back, because unlike the demo of the code that I showed where everything was instantly visible, the valves and pumps that are dealing with the inlet manifold are here, nestled very closely together in order to keep the inlet manifold as small as possible. I think the smallest I could get it was like 70, but then I had some issues with running pipes to it and stuff, so running all the connections, so I actually had to make it a little larger. Let's see, I should be able to tell you exactly how big it is. Yeah, so it's 100, so it's a little bit bigger than I would like, but I think it's as small as I can manage and still keep all of the electrical connections outside of the hotbox. I know if the hotbox, well, I believe if the hotbox gets too hot, then cables will fry. Right, so just go with the regular lights there. The reason I left them up there is I'm going to make a couple of labels so I can remind myself when the pumps are active as opposed to the vents. I don't have that in the code yet, but I should be able to add that relatively easily. I also need another button or another switch, which I have neglected to print up, as I have them in here. No. No. Alright, so I'll have to do a little more printing. I've got to label everything up, put cards in them, and do all that good stuff. So, yeah, I will take care of that. Join me in a few. And we're back. Okay, yeah, minor changes to the wiring, added in the chip, haven't programmed it yet. Moved a couple of things, as is my fashion, and added an active vent at the back to drain the hotbox, because at the moment the hotbox is very cold. A cold hotbox kind of defeats the purpose, unless you want to make a fridge, in which case that is your way. Okay, so I've copied the code I was using onto my laptop. I'm not going to open up the workshop thing because it takes an absolute age to land on mine. Okay, so let me just check the names. So hotbox vent and manifold vent. Let me just check those names. Hotbox vent pump. Oh, that one isn't even connected. Well, that would make working it rather challenging. Where should I connect it to? I guess we'll just go up and over. Like so. Right, so it's manifold vent pump and hotbox vent pump. Alright, so that's those ones. Lever vent manifold and lever vent hotbox, I think is right. Yes it is. Lever go, that doesn't need a name. And that is, well, that doesn't need a name because there's only one of them. Yeah, I added a couple of lights. These all need to get programmed in. They're not in the code just yet. So light pump and light DV. So, oh, yes, I did put them in. Light DVS and pumps. Let's see, did I do it in plural? No, I didn't. Oh, I'll change them in the code. Okay. That should all be good. Export. No errors. And oh, because I've got a yikes. Yeah, I'm not going to want that flashing. Okay, that's going to be a bit of code tweaking. Back in a moment. Okie dokie, that fixed the flashing thing. Now we have to test it. So this is the funky thing. Now all the tanks are empty, which is probably a good thing because I don't want to be pumping anything anywhere. And my hotbox is also empty, although it's still reading a temperature. So not really certain why. That's alright, so this pipe here is connected to the hotbox. Okay, so there is a very tiny amount in there. Not enough to cause concern. Okay, now I haven't welded everything up yet because obviously I want to test that all of these come on and off when they should. I should probably make certain that they're all set to operate at their highest capacity. As finesse isn't really going to be required here.
Power critical.
Okay, so those should be okay. The volume pump, the pressure regulators are already set. That one's set, and this one here. Okay, I could have set them in code. Incidentally, I added a whole bunch of utilities to the vent pipe just to make, give it a good chance of being able to take everything the furnace has to spit out without it getting exploded. It was just to give it more volume. Okay, so now light 1. Let's go and see. We'll stand over here. Light 2, light 3, light 4. Good. Now on tank 1, the pump should be active. So tank 1 will be the blue one. And it's not. It's not because I don't have the activate thing thrown. This one here. And there we are. Oh, that's valve. That's the wrong way round. It should be the pumps. Another quick tweak to the code is required. And new battery. Right, so so then we just change these around. So Oh. More haste, less speed. Okay, that should take care of that. Confirm. Right, so that should be pump 1 connected. And it's still the valve. Did I not export it? Ah, evidently not. Okay, so now we select to, and the lights will show which is connected. Right, so tank 2, that is the purple one, that's the pump. Yes, and just check that will go off when you hit that. Yes. Tank 3, that is the pink one. That's the valve. And there's the pump. So tank 4 pump will be the red one. That's the pump connected or powered. And the valve. Excellent. So that part of things is working as anticipated, or as I had hoped. The next thing is going to be, well, finish welding it up. Not that it needs it, the hotbox is already sealed, and as long as the pressure stays below 150k, then we'll be okay, the windows won't blow out. But I would probably weld up these frames anyway. Seems a shame to hide all this funky piping, wiring and whatnot, but yeah, I'd feel a little safer if it was. There's no uninsulated pipes sticking out of the hotbox, so yeah, that shouldn't be an issue, but I think welding it up is the right way to go. Then we've got the problem of filling it. I do have a reasonable amount of fuel. Let's see, 6,500 moles. I could easily go and grab some more. But what I'm thinking of doing, rather than working it off the pure gas, because I've spent so much time futzing around with this bloody thing, I really want to just get it done so I can make a hard suit. What I'm inclined to do is just throw in a boatload of volatiles and oxide and detonate it and store it in one or more tanks. Just use it, suck in some cold atmosphere if necessary, and just get smelting. But the idea of filling the 4 tanks with a different temperature gas is very appealing. It's just I need to have a lot of hot gas. I could start running fuel through an H2 combustor. That would generate some. I could run fuel through a gas generator that would also generate some hot waste. But I think by far and away the easiest way is just to run some ices through it and see how it goes. Anyway, that will be for follow-up. Hope you found something useful, interesting, not exactly exciting, but yeah. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll be delighted to get back to you. In the meantime, I'm heading off for some much needed rest. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. 54 Bear out.